probably be the afternoon. Anyway, I just took an everything shower. I'm scrubbed and moisturized and all the things. We had some lunch. Just put my robe back on because with school being in full force, it is so nice to just not have anything planned on the weekends. Like we had a birthday party yesterday that we went to that was so much fun. But we have no plans for today. We are just sitting and being calm, and it's been so nice. So these types of videos are some of my favorite YouTubes to watch, and I've never done one, so I thought it would be fun to do a little Q&A. I put a question box up on my stories this week. I was like, we're just gonna get cozy, make some coffee, and do a little Q&A so you can get to know me a little bit better. Oh my gosh. I went to go find my archive and look at this story slide that popped up from 3 years ago. Can you see them? It's the girls. Oh my goodness. Oh, these are fun. All right. So one person asked for the jammy link, and I already sent that out. I will link those below. They are my blue and white, like, they're not silk, so we're putting silk in quotations. They're from Amazon, and I love them. And I added another colorway to my cart this week. When she asked for the link, I went and got it, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's more. Like, the colors are so cute. There's like a pink leopard print, there's a pink stripe, all kinds of colors, and they're like $25. They're great. So I will put those below in the description. You never know what you're gonna get on Amazon, and I hate getting clothes that like shrink or you get like 1 or 2 wears out of them. Like, I want to wear my clothes, and these have held up beautifully. I did size up to the large because I was afraid it might run small, and they fit really well. So maybe they do run a little bit small, but they don't shrink. How's school going for the girlies? We talked about that a little bit already, but it is a lot, like 5 days a week with both of them. It's a lot of lunches, a lot of routine, and we've never had like a super structured routine. Like, they've been in preschool since they were 2, but as far as every single day getting up and out the door, it's been a transition, and they're doing great. They love their teachers. I love their teachers. I love their school. Kennedy was there last year. So all of that is going really well, but it's been tougher than I anticipated with both of them gone all day. And I also thought that I would like have so much time and get all of this stuff done, and I am getting a lot done, but I also don't have as much time as I thought that I was gonna have, if that makes sense. Like, we drop them off at 7 and we get them, I get in car line about 2:15, and you would think that I could just do so much. I'm like, where did my time go? But anyway, yeah, it's going well, and I'm so thankful that they love their teachers. And like, Kennedy read a book to me last night, and I'm just like, when did that happen? When did you start reading? Like, well, so it's so cool to like watch their little minds grow, but also kind of like, oh, they're growing. Like, you see pictures like the one that I just showed you, and you're just like, oh my gosh, they were so tiny, and now they're so big. I'm the only one that wants more Winnie content. Okay, that's precious. Yes, no, you're not the only one that wants more Winnie content. Everyone loves Winnie. She is the best and the sweetest. And there was a dog at the birthday party yesterday that was just like her. Like, she had a little bit different coloring, but like their faces looked so similar. And they're like, I've just never seen another dog that looked so much like Winnie that wasn't Winnie. I'll try to give you some more because I love her too. I love Winnie. She's just my little shadow. She follows me. Any fall plans? Well, yes and no. We are trying to get like a mountain trip together. Chad's family lives in the mountains anyway, but we wanted to get all of us together and like get a big cabin. Actually, our family group chat is going off right now with cabins and recommendations, and I think it's near Dollywood, like Sevierville. Or we will take them to at least one pumpkin patch. The place where we go for strawberries in the spring has pumpkins in the fall. And that's always, it's fun, but it's so hot here. Like, you want to wear like cute fall clothes, and it is always burning up hot. So I feel like that puts a little bit of a damper on your plans for the fall. I cannot wait for soup season. I love soup. We just got a Vitamix and I can make soup in the Vitamix. So I want to learn how to do that and make some like tomato bisque and French onion soup and chicken tortilla soup and maybe Italian weddings. I just love soup. That's probably way more soup talk than necessary. Fall coffee is so good. I had my first PSL this week. It was delicious. It was better than I remembered them being. I don't know what they put in it, but it was so good. And it was kind of dreary that day, so even though it was hot, it felt fall. It was great. That's what we're doing for fall. Cozy vibes and a mountain trip. Your go-to Starbucks order. Okay, we were just talking about Starbucks. They discontinued my favorite syrup a few years ago, and I have not had a true go-to since. Before they discontinued it, it was always, I wanted a hot white chocolate mocha. And if you get a grande, I would put 2 pumps of raspberry in it. And if you get a venti, I would put 3 pumps of raspberry in it. And it was just delicious and pink and special, and I loved it. And they took away my raspberry syrup, and it has just never been the same. In the fall, I do love a pumpkin spice latte. I've not had a pumpkin cream cold brew, but I know people really love that. I want to try it. Holiday drinks, I love the, is it something brulee? Is it caramel brulee latte maybe? And of course you have to get a peppermint mocha. I love those. I love all like the seasonal drinks. It's boring. I used to have the best go-to unique-ish Starbucks order, and now I still love it, but it's just not the same. If you see this Starbucks, please bring back the raspberry syrup because it just makes my heart so happy. Oh, this is a skincare one. Any tips to get skincare done each day? I'm exhausted by bedtime and I skip. Okay, well that was me when the girls were little, probably until 6 months ago. I never felt like products worked. And I think it's because I wasn't consistent. I would give up after like 2 weeks and then I would be like, well, that's not working. Well, no, it doesn't work because you weren't using it how you were supposed to. So for me, I did my best to like make it a ritual and do like schedule like some me time, and I tried to make it something that I look forward to. So generally I have all the lights off in my bathroom except for like we have little sconces on the side, so it's pretty dim. I have the appropriate things to keep my hair out of my face. Like I've got the big terry cloth headband or like the little clock, whatever it is. I make that part easier on myself because I hate my hair getting in my face when I'm trying to wash my face or like do skincare on it. So having that readily available was a big help. We also have a stack of washcloths in our bathroom. I recently brought this table in there. I actually brought it in there to prop my tripod up because I was filming something, and Chad and I both were like, we actually really like this here. I think we're gonna keep this table here. So I've just styled it with pretty towels rolled up and some washcloths on it, and having those readily available also has changed the game. Like they're just right behind me. I just grab one and I try to make it something that I enjoy. And you know, the things that we tell ourselves really make things like ritualistic and special instead of like, oh, I have to go wash my face. It's like, okay, I get to go wash my face and use my fun products and have a little mini spa day. Like, you have to just hype yourself up in your brain, right? And that sounds really silly, but it's true. And then when I actually started being consistent, I saw such a difference. But as far as like staying motivated, when you have little ones, it's very hard, very hard. And for me, I craved that time to myself so bad, and I never knew like when they were gonna call me or when they were gonna need me or when I was gonna be able to do it. And there was a lot of anxiety around that and a lot of like, I'm just not gonna do it because that creates too much pressure and anxiety. Like I didn't want to get started if I couldn't finish it because they were gonna call and need me. And now it's just something that I really make time for, and I think that it helps me be a better mom to have some time to myself and like carve that out specifically. And it takes like 10 minutes. Also set a timer. Like time yourself so that you realistically know how much time it's going to take you to do your full skincare. Like don't like race the timer, just like start it and see how long it takes. And then you can also trick your brain into being like, okay, I have 5 minutes. I can do this. Or if you're really, really tired, you're like, I know I'm gonna feel better in the morning when my face is washed and clean. So I'm gonna take this 5 minutes that I would have like scrolled Instagram or something. Shut it down, take your 5 minutes, wash your face. Those are my best tips. New mom, postpartum, 4th trimester, might not be your skincare era, and that's okay. And that's okay too. You pick it up when you're ready. Here's another parenting question. It says, what are the girls afraid of? They're not that afraid of anything, I don't think. We've had some pretty big separation anxiety in the past. I don't know how we worked through that. I think we just grew up and grew out of it a little bit. Like me, they do not like bugs. Our two are pretty fearless, unless it's a bug. Because she wouldn't climb up the ladder at the pool yesterday because there was a cobweb. And so I had to go knock that down. And then she was fine. What are your thoughts on barrel leg jeans? Oh my gosh. When they came out, what was it, like a year and a half ago at this point? Maybe last fall for sure. Maybe the winter. Anyway, I hated them. But also the ones that came out first were like super designer and they were so bowed out and barrel. And it was a very hard no for me. And then the silhouette has changed a little bit. I actually just this morning on my Instagram posted 4 different outfits with barrel leg jeans. And they're from Madewell. I want to try them on in person. I don't know if we have a Madewell here. I don't really want to order them and then hate them. I need to do some research, but they're a much toned down version of the barrel leg jeans, so they still like go out a little bit, but nothing crazy. But they just seem like relaxed and cool. I'm open to them. If you could spend $50 in Sephora, what would you buy? Okay, for $50, I would look at my makeup routine and where is there a gap. So either something that I want to get something better of, or is there like one thing that is drugstore and you'd rather have a little bit more luxurious product, or do you need a new lipstick for fall? Is your mascara running low? I have different recommendations depending on what you need. Ooh, and it comes in under $50, is the YSL Love Shine Lip Oil Stick. I think my shade is like 203 that I have, and it stays in my purse, and it's just a really beautiful color that you can throw on any day, and it goes with everything, and it's just really beautiful. I love a Summer Fridays lip balm. I think they're like $25, $28, so that would be under budget, and they're just so good. I do like the clearer ones though. I don't like the super pigmented. If you need like a face stick foundation, the Merit, what is it called? Complexion stick is really, really good. I've been trying out a bunch of different foundations and things, and they're always fine, but I don't think I'm a full coverage foundation girly. Like, they always start off fine, and then I wear them a few days, and I'm like, oh, just look, I have so much stuff on my face. The complexion stick, I put it like just around my nose where it's a little bit red, and that's it. And it looks like skin. It blends out so well. The Patrick Ta is great if you need like a contour that's a little bit fancy. And don't come at me, I love the brush. It's $45. The brush is the same price. It's more expensive than the palette, but I love that brush. That is one of my things that I wish I didn't love. Because usually I'm like, this is high end and it's nice, whatever, but whatever. This brush is totally worth it. So just keep that in the back of your mind. You don't have to buy them at the same time, especially if you have other brushes that work, but just know that contour brush, it's the dual-ended one. I'll put everything in the description, but it is really, really good. All right, my camera died. And I only had one more question, and I don't have time to charge my camera and refilm it. So we're going with the phone. If you look a little bit different, this is my phone. I guess that's actually another good question that I didn't answer, but this is my Sony, what what is it? It's a ZV-1F. I wanted the fancy Canon that everyone had, but they were out of stock everywhere when I was going to buy a camera. So I bought this one. I really enjoyed it. I think it does really well. I did have to put my own strap on it, which I don't understand why a camera would not come with a strap. That bothered me. Other than that, it's been really good. Okay, so the last question was, why did you want to become an influencer or content creator or whatever you want to call it? There's so many different names out there. But basically, why did you want to be in this space? And I feel like I've touched on it a little bit before, but basically growing up, I was such an oversharer. If I had something that I thought someone else was gonna like, or I found something that reminded me of someone else, I was always telling them, like, look, you're gonna love this new lip gloss that I got, or these boots reminded me of you so much, or this bag looks like you, or like just with all of my friends. Actually, one of my sorority sisters posted a photo of me on Instagram and was like, Emily being an influencer before it was a thing. We were in college and we were making, I was Chi Omega. Was a Chi Omega? Amma? Anyway, in my sorority, we made owl cakes. And there's a picture of me like instructing everyone how to make the correct owl cake. And I forgot all about that night. And then she posted it and she was like, look at, Emily was always up there before social media was even a thing, like giving us tutorials. So I think that I went from chronic overshare to professional overshare. The long and short of it is chronic overshare turned professional overshare. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna go edit this together and get it up. I know that this week was a little bit different than what we've done in the past. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if there's any other questions that you have down below. And yeah, if you need me, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, or Shorts. And I'll see you next Sunday. Bye, guys.